Wayne, we're good.
Okay, we'll go until you find it.
I have it.
Okay. Now call the meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and pledge of allegiance.
Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, support, safe passage as we begin this meeting. We pray for those you bless our veterans for their unselfish service in the continuous struggle to preserve our freedom, our safety, and our country's heritage for all of us. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held October 29, 2020.
So moved. Second?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Next item is the opening of bids. CDBG project, Lehighton Borough sidewalk, fiscal year 2016, 17, and 18. Replace ADA handicap ramps, corners of 2nd, 3rd, and 6th Street on Iron Street. The first bidder is Pioneer Construction Company Incorporated of Honesdale, Pennsylvania. Total amount bid, $193,636.11.
There is a 10%.
Next bidder is Lehigh Asphalt Paving and Construction Company of Tomaco, Pennsylvania. Total amount bid, $274,108.68.
There is a 10% if possible.
Okay, our last bidder is Bruce George Paving and Excavating Incorporated of Kunkletown, Pennsylvania. Total amount bid, $284,115.89.
There is a 10% difference.
I move that we table for a period not to exceed 2 weeks, pass to our planning and development for review for lowest technically acceptable bid.
I'll second that.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Report of executive session.
With none.
Next item, department reports, budget transfers.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There were no supplemental appropriations. Excuse me. Expenditures, approval of check numbers 216-618 through 216-982 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $1,681,334.88.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. At this time, we'll recess our weekly meeting of the commissioners and can call the monthly meeting of the salary board to order.
The first item is the approval of the salary board, minutes of the salary board meeting held October 1st, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay, I think any guests concerning salary board at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Report of executive sessions held.
There was one executive session held on November 2nd, 2020 at 9:30 a.m.
The first item is courts. Mr. Armstrong?
Clerk computer, change the rate of one director of computer systems from $20.81 per hour, grade S10, step A, to $21.44 per hour, grade S10, step B, effective November 8th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Magisterial District Judge Weatherly, change the rate of one secretary one from $11.95 per hour, grade 6, step A, to $12.31 per hour, grade 6, step B, effective November 25th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Change the rate of one part-time secretary one from $16.05 per hour, grade 6, step K, to $11.95 per hour, grade 6, step A, effective November 5th, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Sheriff Ardilla?
Good morning. I would like to move to establish the position of one Chief Deputy Sheriff Trainee at $26.05 per hour, grade S14, Step B, effective November 5th, 2020.
Move to establish.
Second.
Or he established.
He
Second.
established.
Yes. Second.
Oh, passes.
Sheriff Ardilla?
Yes.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich? Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Thank you.
Children and Youth Services. Establish the position of one Social Services Aide 2 at $11.95 per hour, grade 6, step A, effective November 5th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Establish the position of one county caseworker 1 at $14.53 per hour, grade 10, step A, effective November 5th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Abolish the position of one county caseworker 2 at $20.90 per hour, grade 12, step J, effective November 5th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
WIOA, change the rate of one executive director from $36.78 per hour, grade S12, step Q, to $37.88 per hour, grade S12, step R, effective November 8, 2020.
Move to change the rate.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Any further business for the salary board? Hearing none, meeting adjourned, and we'll reconvene our meeting of the commissioners.
Next item is the personnel report.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Insurance, life insurance for approval and execution. Renewal of the agreement with American United Life Insurance Company of One America Company for employee life insurance at a 2-year rate of $4.70 per employee per month, effective January 1, 2021. This renewal represents an increase of 65 cents per employee life per month.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Planning and Development Home Program for approval and execution. Change order to the contract with the service team of Lehighton, Pennsylvania for the following home rehabilitation contract number JM 138-15-137. Original contract price $7,805. A change order to decrease $1,200. An addition increase of $650 for a new contract total of $7,255.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Professional services appraisal. For ratification, proposal received from the Person Agency for appraisal of rental space property located at 525 Iron Street, Lehighton Borough, at a cost of $650.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Solicitors report.
Thank you. Correctional facility water storage tank maintenance project. Approval and execution change order number 1 to the contract with Mid-Atlantic Storage System of Washington Courthouse, Ohio for additional water used at the prison during the project as recommended by the county engineer. The change order increases the proposal $15,719.07 for a new total contract amount of $172,311.07.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Any further business?
Yes. Under further business, we'll talk about elections a little bit here and some of the issues we've had and try to answer some of the questions that we've all been receiving in the election office. All three of us have been getting emails and phone calls at home and during the day, et cetera, on complaints in the process of voting. The lines were very long. We had about a 70% turnout, which is a record. And that total was, 32,000 and some people that had voted. In this election, we had about 47,000 registered voters. Some of the biggest issues that we were facing, well, to begin with the large amount of ballots that were mailed out, the mail-in ballots like this. There were 11,256 of those mailed out. Returned, we had 9,362. And that's what we're doing right now. We are counting those ballots. We have several people down there. We put 2 or 3 extras in today to assist on counting the ballots. Things are going pretty smoothly now. We're hoping to have a total maybe by 4 o'clock today. We will have another press conference at 4 p.m. at the election office again today to give everyone an update. Again, our numbers are all preliminary. They have not been certified yet. That process will start Friday, tomorrow morning, and we have a meeting at 9 o'clock at the election office to make the official motion to canvass the ballots, which the meeting will take about 30 seconds. We have to, a formality, we open up the meeting, make a motion to canvass the ballots, and then we'll start the official count to double check everything to make sure we are right on the mark. We're doing everything we could possibly can to eliminate any possibility or errors or ensure the accuracy and the safety of the ballots. One of the biggest problems we have this current time is this is the official ballot. Everyone that was on the list or applied for a ballot should have gotten this in the mail. This is the official voting ballot. The unfortunate part, and it would have been contained this on the inside. The problem is, out of the 11,256, we only got 9,362 back. A lot of people went to the polls thinking that they could just go to the polls instead of mailing it in and vote without the ballot that you received in the mail, or you would have, if you had the ballot, you had to take it with to the polls, you had to sign a waiver or a paper, and you were given a provisional ballot. The problem is, and I attribute to this, to all the junk mail people were getting in the mail. A lot of them, some of the excuses we heard, well, I threw mine away. Well, we can't help that. We have to abide by the law. We cannot just give you a ballot without you returning this, and this also ensures that you cannot vote twice. And every one of these that did come back, they have a checklist of all that were sent out. And we did the pre-canvassing on Tuesday. We started at 7 in the morning and continued to after, it was almost 10:30, I believe, till we got finished that night with 2 teams of 2, reading the names off and checking off the names to verify all the ballots that came in. I apologize, but this is the rules. We have to go by the rules, and unfortunately, I'm sure it did happen to many of the people. They just thought it was junk mail like everything else and send it out. A lot of people, when they filled out their form for the ballot in spring to receive the mail-in, there was a box in there to receive, I think it said permanent.
Permanent annual.
Permanent annual. That means every election, you will automatically get it. People don't remember checking that box. And hence, they got these things in the mail along with other 5 or 6 junk mail in the same day, election stuff and everything else, and unfortunately got discarded. The other thing in those ballots, in the envelopes, you would have had another red envelope and a secondary envelope. The first one, you had to sign that envelope. This is your official ballot that you would mail back. You had to sign that. There were 4 that did not sign them. By law, we cannot count them. You then had to put your ballot into the inner envelope and secure it, put it in there, and mail it or put it in the drop box at the election office by 8 p.m. on Tuesday evening. We were there at the election office at 8 p.m. Tuesday. The sheriff was there. We put tape across the opening, and we did not accept any other ballots at the drop-in box at that time. The post office, shortly thereafter, delivered everything they had up till 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Tuesday morning, they have till 5 o'clock on Friday to return, from the post office because of the mail. Those are being taken. There's a spreadsheet where they have to mark down when it came in, who it was from, the elector, all the information, date received mail, date received, etc. And they'll be put in batches as they're received, like the 18 we got on Tuesday morning. They'll be logged on a spreadsheet. They'll be put in a rubber band around them and put in a secure area, in a locked cabinet. So that'll go on until Friday at 5, which is the deadline. As of now, I think all the provisionals have been counted. All the absentees have been counted.
Military. Yeah.
Military, I think there were 92 of those or 93 of those. We did receive 623 provisional ballots that were counted. They're secured in a separate area. The numbers you have seen, there were a total of 23,623 people that voted at the polls. I don't know what the number is that were turned away because they didn't have their ballot with them, that they could not vote. The long lines, there's a couple of reasons for that. Main reason is the huge turnout of people that came out to vote. It wasn't only in Carbon County. Several other counties have the same issues. They all have the same issues with counting the ballots now, and additional manpower they're working on trying to get that done in a timely, accurate manner, in a secure manner, I might add. So that's continuing today. Some of the other problems at the polls, when people came in to vote and they didn't have their ballot, that takes up time in the line. The people go through their book. We only have one set of books. Well, we had two sets, actually. It was one set of books for the mail-in ballots, and we had one set of books for those to walk in to cast their ballot in person. So they had to check if they didn't have their name in the book to vote. That means it would have been in the other book for the mail-in ballots. And if your name was on that ballot, you didn't have the ballot, unfortunately, by law, you could not vote. So that helped take up some time in the lines. The big questions we're getting now is why the black marker and everything else, and are they secure? And can't believe everything you read on Facebook. Let's make this perfectly clear.
Thank you.
You cannot believe the blogs and what people are putting in there, okay? The purpose of the little Sharpies, they're normal Sharpies you can buy anywhere. And they're used because it's easier to color in the dot, they're black, and it's a lot easier for the machine to read instead of a pencil that you may not, harder to color in the little dot. Blue, it's not as dark and everything. That's why we use the black Sharpies to vote. The questions are, how do we know our ballots are being counted in the election office? You come in, you sign the book for the walk-ins, okay? Sign the book, they hand you the ballot, and they pen. You go to your little booth, you fill it out, you walk over to the scanning machine, and you put it in the scanning machine. In most places, they had witnesses there, and in fact, all of them were supposed to, that you walked over. They weren't allowed to look at the ballots or anything like that, or touch the ballots, just verifying that, there to assist you to put that ballot in a box. That's the only proof. We have no way of knowing if, going back and finding your ballot. There's no barcodes on that or anything to differentiate that from anything else. We cannot do it. The only thing we can do, we'll have the number of people that voted and the number of pieces of paper that are in that ballot box. That's the only way we know that everyone that signed the book put their ballot in there. And it is a possibility that maybe somebody didn't put it in the ballot box or have it scanned in. That's a possibility too. So maybe the numbers won't match, but if it's a huge number, then we got a problem. One or two, okay, maybe that's why, but that could also happen. So people were confused, took a little bit longer at the lines. Yeah, we did run out or low on ballots, but we had the provisional ballots that they could have used. That was the secondary, and they also had the
ADA compliant
machines that they could have used to cast their ballots. So they got a little bit behind. It took a while to catch up again. I know there were some places that had extremely long lines. Lines were long right in the beginning, right at 7 o'clock. I heard there were people there at 5:30 already. And it wasn't just the workers. We understand it was a lot of the older retired people that were there as well to make sure they got in line. They heard the threat of the long lines and everything else going on. So it was a long day. I mean, I think we did everything we possibly could to keep everything safe and moving in a timely fashion. I don't know, did I miss anything, or I covered a lot of stuff in a short period of time?
I would say if you want the results as they are right now, the Pennsylvania Department of State website, the Board of Elections made the decision that we would pass all our tabulations and tallies direct to the Department of State. They would publish them. Within a few minutes of numbers being uploaded, they are showing on the Department of State website. Commissioner Notstein mentioned the remaining mail-in ballots to be counted out of the 9,300 plus. We're at just under 40% counted, which leaves us, as of about 30 minutes ago, 5,670 more mail-ins to be tallied. Now, there are 8 individuals we now have today down there, and it's moving extremely rapidly. An update from Commissioner Notstein, we now have 27 post 8 p.m. election day mail-in ballots that have been received so far. We do have another receipt from the post office later today, but again, we're up to 27 mail-ins that have been received. I would say something to the public. All of us have spent our entire childhood schooling using a number 2 pencil to do a Scantron card, right? When we're doing standardized tests. We didn't complain we didn't complain then about a particular pencil we had to use. We really shouldn't be complaining about a county issued Sharpie that we're asking you to use. The only color ink that the scanner will not read at all is red ink. So if you have black ink and you happen to use a pen, that scanner will pick it up. If for any reason the scanner would not validate the amount or portion you filled out of that dot, it would be kicked back out and it would be adjudicated manually through the Board of Elections and then manually inputted in there. So again, if you happen to use a pen because you're doing an absentee ballot and it was black or blue, again, it would still be counted eventually. Commissioner Notstein mentioned about your ability to track if you voted in person and it was counted. Obviously, putting it through the scanner, it says ballot accepted. The only other way, in a few weeks after the election, Department of State will update their voter roll. That voter roll, that unfortunately as public citizens we have to purchase, does show every voter and if they voted and by which means, be it mail-in, absentee, military, or in person. All right, that's all I have in regards to
You
elections.
want to do that on the?
Yeah.
Let me do that.
Yeah, the only thing, the only thing that we have is the rental that we're doing that proposal for.
Yeah.
What that's gonna be at the Iron Street rental property, we would be renting that to accommodate for an additional courtroom. And that would be a temporary courtroom. And if somebody could tell me how long COVID is gonna last, I could tell you how long we're gonna be there. Is it 6 months or 2 years? And the reason for that is, there's a 700 backlog of court cases. We got a social distance, we're cleaning, and we're trying to do the best that we can. And we're hoping to have this up and running by December 7th. December 7th, I think, Greg, there's jury selection on the 7th. So hopefully we'll be doing that there. And the cost of setting this up is to no cost to the taxpayers because it'll be covered under COVID. Once it progresses, and hopefully we'll be getting more grants along the way. And this is, like I said, just to accommodate right now for a temporary courthouse.
Just over 4,000 square feet, so we have the distancing. I think I have a question for you, let me check with Greg here. The jury selection will still occur in courtroom 1, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Not at that
Okay.
location. They'll be selected there, and if they would be going to trial that day, then they would go to whichever courtroom. Right now, we only have courtroom 1. Courtroom 2 and 3 are too small to have a jury in there and the attorneys and any visitors and that. So that is the issue, why we cannot use courtrooms 2 and 3. It's a huge inconvenience to all of us, it's a huge expense. Like Mr. Warner said, it'd be under COVID for now, but it remains to be seen what's gonna happen come January 1st. So,
No, that's all I have.
anything else?
Yes,
Further business?
we were, no, I'll wait till commissioners.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That
Commissioners
was
report?
my commissioner's
That was
report.
your commissioner's report? Okay, Mr. Lukasevich?
So the Board of Commissioners requested from the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency an additional $60,000 for our rent relief program. That has been approved. So that is being run by Catholic Charities out of the Allentown Diocese. So that gives us the opportunity to serve an additional 13 families or landlords when it comes to rent relief under the CARES Act. So that will continue that application period through 4 November. Want to emphasize the County Veterans Day ceremony, 10 November at 1 p.m. Our guest speaker will be Sergeant Major of the Army, retired Dan Daly from Palmerton. So we invite those who wish to commemorate Veterans Day to join us down at Josiah White Park, and of course observing appropriate physical distancing and mask wearing as such. That's all I have.
Yeah, maybe just a quick update, as you noticed coming in, especially if you came from the Lee side, the construction trailers and construction vehicles are beginning to show up in the parking lot at 76 there. There's a fence cross there. The area behind the Hooving building will be reserved. They didn't get the signs moved yet because they're out collecting the election equipment from all the precincts that we have, the maintenance people out there doing. So they're, unfortunately, we're gonna make the parking behind the Hooven building between 7 a.m., I guess it is, and 5 p.m. will be for county employees only. It will be open on weekends, the meters, et cetera, but it will be employees only. And some of those employees that, already moved outside of the downtown area here up to the school building, so that's a few less cars, and every car counts right now. If you're watching the trains, yesterday afternoon, it looked pretty busy. Expected warm weather. I expect another busy day today and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday especially. I expect an extremely busy week because there's some leaves on the trees there yet, and it's been a long, beautiful, I must say, this is one of the most beautiful autumns I have seen in quite a few years here in Clarendon County. So wanted to update you on those construction projects that they are starting, and we can't wait till it's over. I'm sure the residents and the employees as well cannot wait till it's over. Again, on the election office, I point out they'll be there and they're not moving until the end of November, beginning of December, because they got a lot of work to do yet, and so they're gonna be there at this time yet. So, I think that's all I have for now, so meeting adjourned. Haley, welcome back.
Thank you. So, for the rent relief, curious, were there a lot of applicants that didn't get assistance? Do you think that'll go quick, or do you think more people can apply who didn't already?
More can apply, although we did have individuals who were in the process of having applications approved, but since we were down to our last few dollars, they could not continue in the process. So now, as soon as that tranche of funds arrives to the Allentown Diocese, they will continue to process those applications.
Okay. And then going back to the election, you said you don't know how many people ended up not being able to vote because of that issue?
Well, not one individual in Carbon County was not afforded the opportunity to vote. Every individual who wanted to vote had the opportunity to vote.
Okay, so it just took more time to
It
figure
took
that out?
more time, exactly, yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Good.
Kelly.
Good morning.
Morning.
Commissioner Lukasevich, you had said that there are 8 people doing the mail-in returns right now.
Yes, we have 8, it went from 4 to 8, right.
Okay, because, it was pointed out to me by my editor that Carbon County is lagging behind the rest of the state when it comes to counting.
What, percentage-wise? Or what? I mean, our requirement says we can continue to do this through 5 PM on Friday. We're doing quite well, and we're doing it very well when it comes to the thoroughness and the caution that we're taking to ensure that every vote counts.
I just wanted to know if this, moving, you said 4 people now to 8 people, that we're moving a little bit faster today than yesterday.
We will be, but again, we have no concern of not meeting the requirement that is currently on us, with understanding that could change at any moment from Department of State.
And yesterday, we had to go through all the absentee ballots, the
Yeah.
provisional ballots, the military ballots and everything else.
Yeah.
And, it gets time consuming instead of trying to do everything at one time, concentrated on one batch of just a provisional. And maybe we do the absentees and get them out of the way,
Yeah.
get them scanned in. And once we got started on all those mail-ins, it started going pretty good. And it was late yesterday afternoon when we got started on that, and they were here till 8 o'clock. We told them, look, we sent them
Yeah.
home at 8, and that's it. I mean, they need their rest. They had a long day Tuesday to begin with, from 7 in the morning, most of them were here till after 10:30 at night, and we don't want the other possibility of making mistakes when you're tired and wore out, stressed out. That we make sure they take their lunch breaks, et cetera, dinner breaks, and no more of these late night hours, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And we should not have to do that today. I'm hoping maybe an hour or two, but things keep going the way they are. Hopefully we'll be done by 4 o'clock.
We'll beat Philadelphia, right? So there's the standard. If you beat Philadelphia, you're doing well.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
Fine.
Do you know how many mail-in ballots are unaccounted for? Like, was it, not,
Well,
well, because you said not all, you said like 9,000 and some have come in.
Right, there
And then
were,
600 were provisional. I just didn't know how many were.
well, there were just over 2,300 that weren't returned.
Yeah.
That people, and that was what, just over 9,300 were cast, and we still have 5,670 to process.
But
But
that
as far as
2,000
the
might be in that
absentees-
5,000?
No,
Those that
no,
brought it
those
back,
were not
yeah.
returned.
Okay, so but they still have until, they could still,
Like, you're saying they could be in the mail, is what you're saying?
right,
There
could
could
they
be
still be in the
ballots?
mail and you guys could get them by Friday at 5?
Theoretically.
Theoretically, but I doubt that.
I don't think
There
we're
might
gonna
be
get
a few
2,300.
stragglers.
We got 2,300.
Yeah.
No, I
think we
know.
have a
Yeah,
problem.
right.
For clarification, there were 11,256 ballots mailed out,
Yep.
9,362 returned.
Yep,
The difference between there is 1,894
as of now.
as of now.
Yep.
But we don't know how many of those brought their ballots back to the polls. That
Yeah.
number we don't
Right.
have.
Yeah,
And signed that.
Some of them
waiver.
might have been picked up as a provisional ballot
Right.
at the polls, yes.
Right.
did you just print that one, Ron? Is that the most recent, the print that
No,
you have?
no, that was coming off the numbers you guys read off.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
That it?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I get that one back?
Oh.
This ballot, no. Yeah, I will, yeah, I have one the provisional and one just as examples, yeah. I'll just run one.
No, maybe I should take it.
I'll give you
But
different. I'll
theoretically,
give you
we had
different
about 1,800 that
black so I can warn.
Yeah,
don't know about, 600 and some provisionals, you're probably talking maybe 1,200 where people just didn't respond.
Ron just decided, the heck with it.
Yeah, they could have
You
did
know
that.
what, though, again,
Please,
that's
and
right.
I want to.
I think you hit on, it. Some of the annuals, people hit annual, and then you're just end up not voting and stuff.
Yeah.
But there are so many people who didn't understand that they signed up for that permanent annual.
Yeah, I know.
So many people went up and said, I didn't ask for this ballot to be mailed to me. Well, and Lisa goes back
Yeah,
and
you
checks.
did.
He did. And they insist upon it.
You did.
I sent somebody a picture of theirs last night.
Right.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, when I was up at Packer, the lady up there, she had like a stack of them this thick, so how many's in that? Was in that?
Yeah.